Hello, happy hump day. How's everyone doing today? This is going to be a pop-up video. It's not going to be long. Yeah. Oh, wow. It's just been so much going on in the news. Wow. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing well in good spirits, in spite of. Yeah, we got some really sad news today, though. Rest in peace to actress Suzanne Douglas. She passed today, so that was pretty sad, to wake up and to see that. I'm going to read a quick article that they pay homage to her. It is from, let's see, the Revolt TV. The Parenthood actress Suzanne Douglas passes away. Very sad news broke on Tuesday, July the 6th, that famed actress Suzanne Douglas passed away at the age of 64. Though we're not sure about the details surrounding her death as of yet, a number of the now late thespian's close friends and family members confirmed the news on social media, Facebook to be exact. Douglas's cousin, named Angie T, wrote, "A beautiful and talented actress made her transition today. She warmed our hearts on movie screens and television sets all over the world. This beautiful soul was my cousin." She continued, "I can remember growing up, there weren't very many black actresses who had starring roles, but there was my cousin with the lead role in Tap, starring alongside great dancers such as Gregory Hines and Sammy Davis Jr. She also performed with Angela Bassett and Whoopi Goldberg in How Stella Got Her Groove Back, The Inkwell, Jason's Lyric, and so much many more. The list goes on. The world will miss your talent, Suzanne Douglas, but your soul will live on forever. Rest in paradise, my beautiful cousin Suzanne. You will be missed. R.I.P. Wow. So yeah, when I saw that, I got sad, and then I thought about the fact that actress Suzanne Douglas left us. She left us her aura, so many memories from the movie she played in. My favorite movie, that well, I liked her in How Stella Got Her Groove Back, starring Angela Bassett. She played her sister, and she was really like really chummy and really bouncing around in the kitchen with her babies, preparing the food. And, she really, man, every role she did, she snagged something in me. When she played in my favorite Jason's Lyric, when she played the mother, my goodness, she aced that role. I mean, it's like wow, she really played that role. She put her all into it, and it's so reality. Every movie that she starred in, she put a sense of reality in it. So wow, it's just really. Hi, hello, ear hustler. Thank you for joining us on Ari'ze Women Network with Queen F Speaks. Yeah. So basically, yeah, Suzanne Douglas, we're going to miss her. And it's just so sad, but she left us her talent. She left us her beautiful aura, beautiful person. I don't know her personally, but on screen, she captured our hearts. But, I wanted to speak about, the infighting, because just like we lost Suzanne Douglas, we lost Chadwick Boseman, we lose so many, people. And, no, these are actors and actresses, but, people are losing their people every day, and with the actors and actresses, we know them from the big screen. So we develop a fondness to them and their many roles. And it just lets you know how fragile life is. We need to really treasure what we have, the time that we have here on this earth. We need to recognize that life is short. What matters is the numbers, the born numbers, the born date, and then the end date is important on, of course, when a person passes, you see on the obituary. But what really matters is those dates in between. those two dates, what you're doing with your life in between those dates, So it's really important how you live your life, what you leave, leave to your your young people, leave your legacy, leave an abundance of resources. And I say leave a library for your young people and your grands and your great grands, and your kids. Leave a library of resources, family history, your family legacy, business. Definitely try to leave a business to your loved ones, your kids, your offspring, your grandkids. Leave It's wealth of information that you can leave to them. Start a YouTube channel and start a library. That's what I did. Start a library and leave all the information that you researched and found that you didn't know growing up. Leave that to your kids, because the history books of the past are not teaching us what we should have known years ago, like about Juneteenth and the many different artists and civil rights activists who made our life very easier. W.E.B. Du Bois, Gwendolyn Brooks, Zora Neilson, civil rights activists, Ossie Davis, Ruby Dee, Lena Horne, James Baldwin. Wow, it's so many. Wow, it's so many that left us treasures that made our life easier today. So, which brings me to the infighting that we have. Um, there is infighting among our people, and it really, really needs to stop. Um, you're right, ear hustlers. Never goodbye. I'll see you when I get there. We don't want to say goodbye to people because you go to another dimension. I'm told that there's and someone who passed actually came to me in a dream and told me it's just another dimension. You're going from one dimension to another. And I believe that because people's spirit live on. You can have a little baby, after let's say a grandmother passed or a mother passed, and a woman will have a baby in the family, and then they'll come out looking and sounding and acting just like that grandparent. They be like, look at little Shanice. I mean, did she sound just like grandma? Yeah, that's grandma's spirit. That's the DNA that was passed on from grandma to the great grandchild. Our DNA lives on. So that's so true, hustler, ear hustler. So please do not be dismayed. And in our melanin, there is a natural healing. And I know this personally. So you can be healed by what's in your body. God gave us the power to heal too. It's all in our mind, in our hearts, and in our belief, in our faith. We have to have a level of faith, and we have to start thinking positive. Your thoughts are really important. Your thoughts can determine your health for that day, whether you feel good or whether you don't feel good. Our heart, our health is determined by our thoughts. So true, ear hustler. The infighting. There's a lot going on. The other day there was a YouTube friend of mine who, I've been watching him for years. I really enjoy his conscious videos. He has positive videos, but he has a lot of negative videos, and some of his negative videos are about the black woman. He's a black man, and he speaks about our hair. He's like, black women shouldn't wear weaves and wigs, and then the name calling, and then it really it's sad because it doesn't matter what a person has on their head, it's what's in their heart. Okay. Black women, we wear nails. And by the way, I do my own nails. I don't go to the Korean shops anymore. I do my own nails. And whatever, we wear wigs. Our parents wore wigs. Your mama wore a wig. Your auntie wore a wig. We wear weaves nowadays. Okay. Now, some people, some of us may go overboard with the eyelashes or whatever, but this person went in and he goes in all the time on black women and their wigs and their weaves. And now he went to talking about how women are getting the phony twists, that it's not their hair. And, what people don't realize is that medication causes Certain medication causes your hair to fall out, along with using chemicals that, unbeknownst to us, as young black girls, we use chemicals in our hair going into teenhood and young adulthood, and weaves and the braids and all the pulling that did damage our hair. So, yeah, you'll find a lot of black women that wear weaves and wear wigs because of the damage that's been done to our hair from the straightening comb back in the day when we were kids. Our parents didn't know any better. My mom, she straightened our hair, and I can remember the sizzling of the straightening comb. I hated to see that comb on that stove, and it turned red. When it turned red, we knew it was going to be hot. But very seldom did she burn us, but our sisters did our hair, and sometimes we got nicked, with the straightening comb. But yeah, all the damage, but they didn't know, you know. Being acceptable, in the society is like, okay, kind of fried, die, laid to the side, the waves, remember all of that? But yeah, the infighting. So this person, just to kind of go, and I'm gonna read your note, your hunter hustler, about the black men and black women fighting and where it started from. But just to get back to the hair, the guy, that's talking about the hair, he was speaking about also Shakira Richardson, the former Olympian, was going to be, sprinter, Richardson. He talked about her, and about her nails, and it was like he was like, oh, when black women are looking like clowns and stuff, that's not cool though. We have enough that we have to deal with other people. For black people to have to get dumped on by the black man, it's very sad. It hurts. It's very sad. If you don't understand us by now, you won't understand us. If you don't understand the weaves and the hair and the wigs and why we wear them, you won't understand. A lot of our hair is damaged, and some women wear it because they just want to look beautiful. That's what they feel most beautiful. No, some people don't want to get up after, kinking, straightening the short afro. When you wash it, it shrinks a mushroom or whatever. Some women don't want to deal with that. They want to deal with something that's really easy. They can go on out the door and go to work. So, ear hustle, like you said, you're not sure where the divide between black and black women started, and it is disheartening. It really started back in the day. I think it started back in the Egyptian days. Remember, there were Egyptians and slaves, and then the different tribes in Africa. There was always battling, with the different tribes, which I don't know, why God chose to separate us with different languages, but maybe there's a reason for that. But the different tribes and different languages, and some people thought they were better than others. And the Egyptians were, of course, the makeup and the beautiful gold garbs and the hair, crowns and stuff. And then there's the slaves, they were considered lower class. There's always a different class of people, and that's what made people feel like they're different from one another. But it started back in the African days, back, excuse me, and the Egyptian, back in Africa with the different tribes. But and which is why there was a downfall in Kemet in Egypt. There was a downfall in Africa. That's why the people, the colonizers, the white people, whatever, were able to come in, and they were able to uh, uh, have us as slaves, and from that, because of the infighting. And I'm told some sold us off as slaves, but um, it's disheartening because we as a people, we should be closer, especially with all that's been happening, amongst black people, black men and black women. We should be the strength of one another. We should not be fighting. There's a lot of fighting with YouTubers, different YouTubers, this Imhotep person and this B1 person, and all these different names we keep giving each other. When the police stop us, they see one race, they see a black race, they see a black person. So we should not be hard, fighting with one another. And we definitely shouldn't be dumping on the black woman because, for instance, Shakira Richardson, there's so much criticism toward her. She's 21 years old. She's got a chance to continue on and get back up and dust herself off and get back into the Olympics for the next the next 2 years or whatever, the next Olympic run. She's got a chance. She's young. But I see people just dumping on her. And people have to be really careful because some people are very sensitive. Suicide rate is really high. Be really, really careful how you talk about people, even actors, actresses, people that you think are don't have feelings. Those people have feelings. Those people read social media posts. You know, Shakira Richardson is reading your social media posts. I'm sure if she's on Twitter or whatever, Instagram, and some people they don't have thick skin, and some people can be suicidal. So we have to be really careful how we treat the young people, how we treat one another. As Black people, we have to be really, really conscious because we have so much that we're dealing with now. It's so much pain. It's so much pain in the world among everybody anyway. As far as every race has their own set of pain or things they're bringing from the past or whatever. But with Black people, we are really getting it hard. Getting it hit hard because we're fighting amongst each other. We should be supporting one another. And I just wanted to come before you guys to say, hey, let's not hate on one another. Let's lift each other up. That's why I named this Ari'ze Women Network. We are to arise. Like Maya Angelou said, you may write me down in your history books of your bitter, twisted lies, but still like dust, I rise. Arise. And yes, Ear Hustler, I'm going to read your other comment. Ear Hustler says we have to wrap her in love. Exactly. We all have bones in our closets. Yes, some bones are in the front and some in the back. Say that again. This must be a sister talking to me. Ear Hustler, you got to be a sister. I'm sorry. Like, we have a certain sensitivity as women. We kind of understand the world. And there are men who has sensitivity to the days, what's going on in the world. The men are getting hard too. You know, our Black men, we got to embrace them. But we also have to embrace the Black woman. We cannot leave her behind. Because if we leave the Black woman behind, if we dump on the Black woman, if we kick her while she's down, guess what? Karma is not nice. You will have no kind of luck. It's we have to be really careful how we treat one another. So I just wanted to come before you today. My heart is a little grieving for Suzanne Douglas. you know um my heart is reaching out to her family, and here at the Rise Women Network, we send our condolences and we remember you, Susan Douglas. Thank you, Ear Hustler, for joining me, and whoever else is listening to the aftercast. You're gonna, tune in probably later tonight and see me, and be sure to leave your comment. Uh, how do you feel about the nature of what's going on in the world with the infighting amongst Black YouTubers? What advice would you give them? What advice would you give to the young Shakira Richardson who just, I'm sure her world is like crushed, but she seems like a strong young lady. But if you could offer some words of positivity to her, put it in the comment section. I'm going to reach out to her press agent and we're going to send her all the positive vibes that she probably needs. And be sure to support the Rise Women Network on where Queen F Speaks is speaking now. And that is at Cash App, $ Queen Arise. Let me make sure. Let me put my glasses on. Is it Queen? I forgot what my Cash App is. Is Queen Neff Arise number 3, $ Queen Neff Arise number 3. This helps to keep our network going. We're going to keep bringing you more videos like this and kind of reaching out to everyone and just staying positive in spite of. Remain positive. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you, Ear Hustler, for joining me. I just wanted to come before you guys to say, Arise Women Network, remember Susan Douglas. We remember her and how Stella got her groove back. We remember her in the Inkwell. We remember her in Jason's Lyric. And you know what, sister? You will never die. You will never die because we have your image, we have your voice, your beautiful voice in all the movies you starred in. And we're gonna keep this thing going as long as we can until the wheels fall off, as they say. So you guys take it easy, have a blessed day, happy hump day, be good to yourself, eat well, think well. Your thoughts are really important, so mind your thoughts. Mind your manners, mind your behavior, be nice to one another, Black folks. Okay, this is a new Black Media, Arise Women Network, and Queen F Speaks, and thank you for joining me, and be blessed.